Homeowners say it's loud and obnoxious. 200 to 300 cars, motorcycles, and dirt bikes rallying at the Shoppers World and drag racing down US 31 in Indy.
They'll rev their engines all night.
Our windows rattle every Friday and Saturday night.
It's terrifying.
Terrifying and endless. Homeowners say the parties start around 10 o'clock at night and last hours into the early morning.
It doesn't stop.
Even days after those weekend get-togethers, you can still see the tire tracks littered here in the parking lot.
Concerned, frustrated, and overwhelmingly tired, these residents have repeatedly called the Mayor's Action Center, IMPD, even 911.
The police will run them out, then they'll turn around and come back.
It's gotten so loud, so smoky from all the burnouts that some are now turning to a last resort, leaving their own homes every weekend just to get some peace and quiet.
I am sorry that that has to happen. Nobody wants to live under those conditions.
IMPD says they are aware of the issues. It's something they're trying to put the brakes on.
We've put a lot of time and effort into doing extra patrols down there, doing enforcement. It's a manpower drain.
IMPD now honing in on a specific tact plan they're calling Operation Red Flag. Because the parties are happening on private property, officers signed an agreement with the plaza owner. They can now cite people for trespassing.
We also have some motorcycle groups that might be willing to work with us to try to, biker to biker.
Those veteran bikers planning to educate the younger crowd about how dangerous their drag racing, wheelies, and stunts can be.
I don't know if you remember this, but there was that deadly accident in that area back in 2015, and there was just another one this summer, just a couple months ago. Witnesses said they saw those two bikers doing wheelies, then that crash, and then they say they saw those motorcycles burst into flames. And I've seen the photos, pretty serious stuff. 2 people died in that crash. 1 was critically injured.
It just seems so strange they're doing this in the public place. You think they'd be afraid of that, but there is some gray area here. Did these people in this crowd commit a crime?
So it's a good point that you bring up. IMPD says 99% of that crowd does not cause any problems, that they haven't seen things like underage drinking, they haven't seen drugs or violence unfold, but they do have to protect the public.
Sure.
And so when you're talking about cars and motorcycles speeding down US 31, a very crowded, very traffic-based road, yeah, that becomes a danger and it becomes an issue. Indianapolis, by the way, also has a noise ordinance that this crowd is reportedly violating. So the best I can tell you, it's on IMPD's radar. They swear they're going to address it, but they say it is going to take some time.
All right, patience required here.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing light
Sure.
to 6:55. So if you've got an issue you want the problem solvers to look into,